Bilal, earlier this offseason, we talked about, how happy you were to have Eddie Goldman back and you get to kind of play more of your natural position. Now here we are week one, and looks like you may be going right back in there. How do you feel about the prospects of having to play more nose again, and what are you looking forward to from that game?
Just whatever I gotta do to help us win. If that's going in there playing inside, then I gotta do what I gotta do. To me, it really doesn't matter as long as I'm out there and I'm giving everything I got to give us a chance to win.
Do you study a player like Aaron Donald?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Guys like him, elite talents. You watch some of the things he do. You definitely got to watch guys like that if you're a real fan of being a D lineman.
What kind of things in particular did you take away or try to take from his game and put into yours?
Just how accurate he is with his hands. A lot of times when you watch his rushes and you watch the things he does, his hands always seem like they're in a perfect spot. And as a D lineman, that's very important. So just developing that mindset of always having your hands in a perfect spot. His angles at which he attack his old lineman be pretty good most of the time. So he always got a great angle on a guy. So it's just like little things like that you look for.
How much does that challenge you? How much does it test you, or is that more for the guys behind you?
I would say more for the guys behind, because a lot of times we locked in, we in our stands. A lot of times, like I don't even be seeing, that type of stuff. So that's more for the back end. We try to pay attention to it as D linemen, but if we in our stance, we ready to just go.
How different, depending on whether it's five technique, nose tackle, or you're lining up in a 40 front, are your responsibilities, and how much of a mental strain does it create during a game just thinking about what do I have to do depending on where you're lined up?
Well, the good thing is just about playing on the D line here is that all of us we train for all positions. Just in case anything ever happened, we have versatility. Just as far as like playing a five tech versus a nose, I mean, as a five tech, you have a little more space out there on the outside. You have a little bit more room to work with versus when you're inside at that nose, everything happens just a little bit faster. You got guys on you a little bit faster, so you got to really be precise in, how you shoot your hands, your targeting, the way your feet move. Your feet can be slow. Sometimes that five technique you can make up for bad steps because you got a little bit more time. But when you're down there and at nose, like you got to be a lot more precise.
Have you ever had a situation where maybe you've ended up in the wrong gap because you forgot at the start that you were on the nose instead of outside the five technique or something like that?
Pretty much like it's a distinct difference. Like when you at the nose, like what you got. When you at the five, what you got. So nothing like that has ever happened.
Have you heard Mac talk about what his expectations are for the defense this season? And if so, what did he tell you guys that he wants it to be?
You say his expectations for the season? I haven't. I haven't. I mean, he talked to us about it, of course, but he want to win, just like we all do. We want to win. We want to win a Super Bowl. We feel like it's time. We feel like we have the talent to do so, and we feel like it's our time to do that. It's our time to finally put it together.
You had the opportunity to play alongside Tonga throughout the offseason here throughout the summer. There's something you've noticed about him growing as seventh round draft pick to now that gives you confidence that he's ready to play on the big stage.
Oh yeah, most definitely. One thing I noticed about Tonga early is that he doesn't act like a rookie. Very mature guy. You wouldn't think that he was a rookie. You would think that he'd been in the league for a couple years by the way he carries himself. And another thing I noticed about him is he works hard. He want to be great. He come in every day with the intent to get better and better, always asking questions, always looking for a way to get better. And, player to player, you respect that. And those are the type of guys, like, you love to go to war with because he going to give it everything he got. Oh yeah, most definitely. That's going to be amazing just to get the fans back in there. After last year not really having fans most of the year and stuff like that, it's going to be exciting to finally get back to full capacity and get the stadium rocking a little bit.
Though you have to be if not all 32, at least 28, 29 other teams feel the same way you guys do. They want to win a Super Bowl. There's only about 1,800 of you. You're all great football players. So what is the difference? What separates the teams that get to the Super Bowl from the ones that don't?
Details. I always believe it was the small things that separate teams. Just how you practice, how you carry yourself when nobody's around. Are you still doing everything that you would do if you was in front of your peers? I feel like those type of things is what really make a championship team. When you go home and you're not around your teammates, are you still watching film? Are you still being accountable for your actions and things like that?
You'll be in a similar position where you may have to step up with Eddie Goldman possibly being out. Does the depth of your team this year take a little bit more pressure off as opposed to last year?
I just feel like no matter who it is that we got out there, we got enough. I feel like we're a very talented group. We have talent all across the board, and we have different players that do different things, which makes us great as a unit. And when you have guys like that in your room, I feel like it's easy to step in and do what it is you need to do without no drop off.
What struck you about Sean Desai this week for his first regular season game?
Boys done locked in. Don't seem nervous at all. He just seemed like he'd been doing it for a long time. And that's what Doc bring to the table. He gonna bring that calm, that subtleness, but also he gonna get you to understand what it is that need to be done.
Well, the last time you played Matthew Stafford, you got your first career interception. Do you think about that going into this game?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I'd definitely love to get another one. So I'm gonna be anxious for that. I'm quite sure he probably gonna be looking at me now on screens, I hope.
Going back to Tonga really quick, you don't see too many 25-year-old rookies. Do you think that has something to do with what you're talking about just he doesn't act like a rookie?
Yeah, it may. I definitely think it does. I also just think that's just his mannerism too. He just that type of person. You could just tell. He just like what you see is who he's always been. And the fact that he is 25 probably helps out a lot. But I just feel like that's his mannerism at the same time too.